Sahih Bukhari 1056.
Narrated Amr bint Abdur Rahman. A Jewess came to Aisha to ask her about something, and then she said, "May Allah give you refuge from the punishment of the grave." So Aisha asked Allah's Messenger, "Would the people be punished in their graves?" Allah's Messenger asked Allah's refuge from the punishment of the grave, indicating an affirmative reply. Then one day, Allah's Messenger rode to leave for some place, but the sun eclipsed. He returned on the forenoon and passed through the rear of the dwellings of his wives and stood up and started offering the eclipse prayer, and the people stood behind him. He stood for a long period and then performed a long bowing and then stood straight for a long period which was shorter than that of the first standing. Then he performed a prolonged bowing which was shorter than the first bowing. Then he raised his head and prostrated for a long time and then stood up for the second rakah for a long while, but the standing was shorter than the standing of the first rakah. Then he performed a prolonged bowing which was shorter than that of the first one. He then stood up for a long time but shorter than the first. Then again performed a long bowing which was shorter than the first, and then prostrated for a shorter while than that of the first prostration. Then he finished the prayer and delivered the sermon and said what Allah wished, and ordered the people to seek refuge with Allah from the punishment of the grave.